me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a map.
All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here goes tonight. 180. That's not good. Go, 12, let's go. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Now a first down throw, gone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
20. 12.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Hey, Zoo.
Check, 59.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line 20.
Blue day.
12.
58.
Go.
Check right. 58's the mic. Here we go.
From the 50, it's gone. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Defense wins championship.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Goff on first down. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Come on, come on.
Hey, 76. 76. 76. Get that.
3rd and long. It's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, we wrap up week 3 with a good NFC battle. A couple of teams that have been around a long time. Bears and Redskins from FedEx Field at 8:15 Eastern. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't have been...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Switch it.
Run. Hey, alert 33. Recon, 132 fighter.
They go with Chubb on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Mayfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Run.
On first and 10, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Set. 180.
Mike 58 right there. Army.
Up, check 13. Check 13.
Throwing, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Regular.
Watch the slant. Check.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 48's to Mike. Cut.
Hey. Kings.
Watch the pass. Hey, alert 48.
Let's go. Kings.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Back for the offense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Alert.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Hey, Delta.
Check.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Double tight. Hey. You got three down.
After the interception, here's Gall. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
51, 180.
Here's Gall. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They run it again with Chubb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Goff on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first and goal, Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
76.
On second and goal, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Call. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Charlie.
From the 24, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Alpha.
Line 59. Come on.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
You got nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, lift.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Ric Flair.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the 50, it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cut! 180!
Check 53's mine. Bandit. Bandit.
Now a first down throw, gone. Now a desperation throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.